Hey there, Dungeon Acid. Starting the RPG A Day 2020 series. The first one is the word beginning. Now, I'm interpreting this in the all important question of how do you begin a campaign? And with that, we have, of course, Dice Frog. And let's see what we roll here. 5. So, I'm going to give you in this short 5-minute video 3 interesting easy ways to start your campaign, and they can be transplanted very easily into whatever module / homebrew you're doing. All right, so first one is common enemy. Nothing unites a group of strangers like a common enemy. That common enemy could be a person, or it could be a creature, such as this giant alligator I have for this video. And so the common enemy can be a really fun and exciting entry. For instance, let's say there are a bunch of strangers walking down the street, and suddenly in this big, metropolitan city, but suddenly this bridge collapses, and 4, strangers who had, not known each other previously fall down into the sewer river, are swept through the undercurrent, and plopped out into this dank and dirty, sewer dungeon, in which a giant slithering creature suddenly begins moving. Boom. They have to immediately work together to get out of there because that thing is too dangerous to be handled alone, and it bonds them in their struggle. And perhaps there's no easy way out of the sewers, so in fact, to get to the surface is the first thing they must do. And by the time they get to the surface, they will have formed a friendship with the other people and be like, hey, you guys want to be an adventuring party? But common enemies can also be, human or like NPC characters who are exacting harsh sentences and punishments on the players for some reason, and it is in that harsh punishment that the players find a common bond. So common enemy is a great way to unite a party and have a reason for them to be sticking together. The second way is fate. Fate, while it might sound cliche, is used in countless movies, TV show, comic books, any kind of storyline, for a reason why a group of strangers is brought together. And one of my favorite ways to do this is through some sort of mystery of fate. Perhaps they, each character individually, has this birthmark on them that is a strange symbol that even the town, shaman or the village cleric has been able to identify it. They haven't been able to identify it, and all their life they not know what it meant. And suddenly, in a tavern or wherever you want to have them meet, they encounter, seemingly by chance, other people who bear that same birthmark, and they're like, "What is this? Like, where did you get that?" And they, for some reason, are bound by fate together. Another one is that that perhaps they are each magically transported to the same place at the same time, completely snatched out of their daily lives for whatever reason. And so discovering that fate and the mystic forces behind it is one way to bond them together. And the third way to easily start your campaign and get this group of strangers to play together is what I like to call the buyer of mysterious origin. So it is a person who has hired these adventurers to complete a task, and they're complete strangers, but they've each individually taken on this contract. But no one has met their mysterious proprietor, the person sending them on this mission. And so perhaps later is revealed, and with a twist, who that person is, and it's connected to them in some way. But that mysterious letter they receive, or otherwise, way that they're contracted to complete this quest, can add a little bit of mystery, has a reason for why they're all together, and adds a potential plot twist later on in the game. So those are my 3 ways. Again, they are common enemy, fate, or a buyer of mysterious origin. And yeah, let me know how they go.